All right, welcome to the Thrive in 30 Challenge, where you and I are going to be taking massive steps towards improving both the quality of your health and the quality of your life. Throughout these 30 days, you and I are going to use the same principles and strategies that make you a badass inside the gym and apply them when and where it really counts, because we both know that the real workout starts when you leave the gym. You're going to be joining myself, Coach Carl, the creator of this challenge, and the amazing Mind Over Body Bootcamp as we work together towards discovering, defining, and ultimately declaring the best version of yourself the only way we can. One workout at a time and one set at a time. One day at a time and one step at a time. Now let's get started. If you had to guess which part of every workout is the hardest, is it the beginning, the middle, or the end? I guarantee you most people would immediately say the end, but most people will be wrong. I've trained literally hundreds of people over the years, and whether it's a 60-minute one-on-one session, a 45-minute large group class, a 75-minute small group training session, or a 4-hour mob with 16 individuals just crushing it, the point where everyone's energy and therefore output is the lowest is the middle. At the beginning of a workout, you push harder because you're fresh and you still have full tank. At the end of a workout, you can see the finish line, so you always find just a little more gas left in the tank. But in the middle, you're tired, the tank's no longer full, and the end isn't quite in sight. This is where most people start to slip and stop pushing themselves. But you'd have to agree with me in the fact that if you want to get the most out of your workout and see the best results from your workout, you need to crush the middle too, not just the beginning and the end. Today, we are right in the middle of this 30-day challenge. And this is a time when you'll see people start to dip off. The excuses start to creep back in because motivation is gone. And this challenge becomes just another item on the list of things that people start but never finish. So to help you avoid this statistical likelihood, I'm going to ask you just one question. Which is more important to you? What you want now or what you want most? What people want now is comfort, ease, instant gratification. Unfortunately, more often than not, those things win out in the end over what people want most, which is just to find their true selves, discover and live their purpose and passion, enjoy enriching and fulfilling relationships, all while occupying a physical body they can be proud of. But you simply can't have those things without working for them. So before you give up on yourself by taking your foot off the gas here, let me ask you that question again. Which is more important to you? What you want now or what you want most? If you've gotten this far, chances are you're in the most boat. So let's keep rolling along and dip into the third component of the secret circle, the how. Now, as you may or may not know, I love Tom Bilyeu's show Impact Theory. On episode number 97, he had a guy by the name of Kyle Cease on there. And Kyle pointed out something that resonated with me hard. He compared two words that tend to be used synonymously, but definitely are not synonymous. Goals versus intentions. Kyle used the analogy in his life of once going on a juice fast, before which he set both a goal and an intention. His goal was weight loss. His intention was patience. Now, why would it matter if you had an intention if you already know what your goal is? Now, in Kyle's case, 7 days into the fast, he stepped on the scale and actually gained weight. If he hadn't also set the intention of patience, like most people, he would have just quit. But since he did have the foresight to set that intention, he made sure that he was being exactly that, patient, until he hit his weight loss goal. Now think of it this way. Weight loss was the destination. The what? Patience was the way to get there. The how. Without patience, he never would have reached his weight loss goal. Without the how, none of us will reach the what. So before we dive into the what next week, here's what I'm going to invite you to do right now. Task number 1, I hear and I forget, I see and I remember, I do and I understand. It's one thing for me to just keep yapping at you. It's a whole other thing for you to step up and get in the game yourself. So here are the questions I'm going to invite you to write down and answer in your journal. Question number 1, in your own words, what is the difference between a goal and an intention? And question number 2, how will having intentions improve the likelihood of you reaching your goals? Now, can you imagine if you came to my classes and just sat back and watched me work out? Mind you, I'm sure you'd appreciate seeing me get a taste of my own medicine, but you wouldn't be any better off once you left the gym, would you? I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I can only show you the door. You're the one who has to walk through it. And today, walking through it is actually quite simple. Again, task number 1, I hear and I forget, I see and I remember, I do and I understand. Question number 1, in your own words, what is the difference between a goal and an intention? And question number 2, how will having intentions improve the likelihood of you reaching your goals? So right now we're mid-workout, and while those who will stay stuck where they are will either put this off or simply quit, you and I know that the only time we have is now. So let's see if we can keep dialing up the intensity and take yet another step closer to bringing that living eulogy of yours to life. Tomorrow we start getting crystal clear on your intentions inside of each area of the prep work. Until then, We got this. Thanks again for joining me and being brave enough to accept the Thrive in 30 challenge. But just remember that regardless of how many times it is said, knowledge is not power. Knowledge is only potential power, and it is up to you to complete these tasks, apply the knowledge you learn here, and ultimately take small yet transformative steps towards creating the life you want for you and the people you love. Just like in the gym, if you want to be stronger, if you want to be healthier, if you want to feel better about who you are, no matter how hard things may seem in the moment, just remember that you only have to do something once to know you can do it again, and that whatever pain you have to endure, at the end of the day, the truth cannot be denied. And that truth is that you are worth it. We got this.